Programa
Huwag ka nang maingay.
at Mumbai at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang
Bilisan mo na. Cute!
Nobody's perfect. Alam natin lahat yon. But who knows? They could be perfect together. Good boy meets good girl. Ang kanilang love story, rom-com ang dating at feel good para sa lahat. Kaya naman, ang tingin ng marami, sina Paul at Tony ay isang perfect couple. Kahit hindi naman sa lahat ng bagay ay perfect match sila. Lalo pa nung simula pa lang ng kanilang kwento.
Simple lang ang buhay namin sa maliit na bayan ng Taytay. Simple lang ang mga tao doon, simple lang ang mga pangarap. Ang buhay ko noon, bahay, school, tapos mag-church kami.
Kung simple ang mundong nakagisnan ni Tony, may pagka-complicated naman ang kay Paul.
I was actually born in Los Angeles, in California. So, all the way dun sa west coast ng US. And I spent yung first 7 years of my life there. I think that's where a lot of my, my Western or my independent kind of behavior comes from. No?
When he was like 3 or 4 years old, every time I would leave him with my cousins, kasi in America walang yaya, so I would always cry. He would always cry to the point of throwing up. But after a while, he got used to it.
It was as early as 3, 4 years old. I was dressing up myself. I was looking after myself, making my own baon para sa school. Yun, so 7 years of just living in Los Angeles. Of course, it wasn't easy. It was also a little hard, with the situation.
May mga pinagdadaanan ng pamilya Soriano noong mga panahon na yon. Dahilan kung bakit kailangan munang magkahiwalay ng mga parents ni Paul.
There were some green card issues, there were some citizenship issues, and so sometimes you have to make a decision what to do, and then some sacrifice.
Of course, as a child, you're always looking for that complete family, but it never really bothered me. I know I grew up in, or the situation I was born into, so I just dealt with it. And thankfully, though, that my mom and my dad finally they reconciled and they made peace. At that time, as a child, I always thought LA was the only country or the only city in the world. I only find out that, my dad lives pala in the Philippines and I have a family there pa. December, I came, it was Christmas time when I arrived here in the Philippines. And I got to meet my dad and his family, and my lolo, and all my cousins that I haven't met for 7+ years. So it was one of those experiences I will never forget.
My father, when he first saw Paul, he was just in love. He fell in love with him, especially my mother. My father would actually take Paul with him, also during shootings.
Yes.
It was just a beautiful experience for the family, to have Paul with us. No?
Sa wakas, nabuo at biglang lumaki ang modern family ni Paul. Samantala, iba naman ang eksena sa bahay ng mga Gonzaga.
Lang kami, 4 lang kami in the family, so talagang hindi mo kami magpaghihulay, 4 talaga. Na parang magkakaibigan, parang barkada mo sila, pero may boundaries, may parameters kung hanggang saan lang kami. Pero yung respect at saka yung hindi namin nilalampasan yung limit na parents pa rin namin sila. Kasi pag nag-impose sila ng rules and regulations in the house, hindi pwedeng hindi mo susundin yun. Lumaki kami sa belt, hanger, chinelas, tapos face the wall. Madalas ako dyan. Kasi makulit nga kami ng bata. Tony kasi bata pa yun eh, nakitaan na ng talent eh. I think 1-year-old pa lang siya nun, no? Kasi si daddy yan, every day, basta nasa bahay siya, kumakanta na may mic. Tapos lumaki ako sa church na halos naging part ng praise and worship team. Tapos sa church din namin sa Taytay, kung saan ako ikakasal, doon ako unang-unang kumanta. Doon ako unang-unang nasabihan na, uy, ang ganda ng boses mo, pwede ka mag-artista.
Nang magkamuwang sa mundo sina Paul at Tony, unti-unti nang lumabas ang mga interes at hilig ng dalawa.
As a child, Paul would ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Very observant. Why? Especially pag pumupunta sa set ko sa shooting. Parati nagtatanong, bakit nagpapalit kami ng lente, bakit tinataas ang camera, binababa.
Well, definitely film was always an interest. As I started to get to know my dad and my lolo, the camera became a fixture in our family. So as a young kid, I remember playing around with it.
During that time, every time na may singing competition sa school namin, lagi ako sumasali. Tapos every year, lagi ako nananalo. Hanggang sa sabi ko, aba, singing sensation ako sa Taytay. Iba din ako. So I started auditioning at the age of 9. Puro singing lang ang nalalaman ko nun. Puro singing auditions lang hinahanap namin. Tapos, nung time na yun, magkaka-attitude ako dahil bata ako. Yung ayaw mong kumanta, magta-tantrums ka kasi nag-commute kami. So, pagod na pagod ako. Tapos, basta yung gusto ko siya, pero hindi ako focus. Ngayon, sinabi nila, hindi na kita dadalhin sa kahit anong audition until ipakita mo sa akin na desidido ka talaga.
Hindi umatras si Tony sa challenge ni Daddy Bonoy. Siya na mismo ang naghanap ng mga auditions, mga masasalihang contests, at mae-extra projects.
That time nabubuli kasi ako noon. Kasi artista nga ako, pero hindi naman nila ako nakikita sa TV. Parang tingin nila sa akin, itong babae na to, absent na absent, artista daw, may taping daw. Wala naman, minsan naman di namin nakita sa TV. Kasi nga nagka-talent ako, nakikita, ang talent ba naman, mabibigyan mo ng focus. At that time, hagit kapamilya lang ang inaabot. The exact word was, artistang bulok yan kasi, ano lang yan, parang feeling niya artista siya, pero hindi naman siya artista.
Hanggang sa dumating ang kanyang biggest break nang siya ay sumigaw ng...
Mga siguro mga isang taon yun, pangalan ko Piolo. Ay, saan ako makita ng tao, uy, si Piolo, si Piolo, si I Love You Piolo. Pero at that time, nung I Love You Piolo ko, that was the time when I got an offer to do a noontime show in the other network.
Si Paul naman, sa commercials din sumama, pero behind the scene lang muna, hindi pa behind the camera.
I did PA work for some commercials, you know, Xerox copying, buying and ordering food. They apprenticed for cinematographers, so I would just hang around the set. I did PA work for about a year and a half, and that was tough. I did a lot of pro bono work, made music videos. The budgets were really small, to the point where I would just say my talent fee is my experience.
Naalala ko na yung sweldo ko pa noon na yung binibigay lang sa sobre. Sabi ko, ay, grabe, may sweldo ako, pinabili ko ng cellphone.
Pursuing filmmaking didn't just mean instantly magiging director ako. So there were shoes to fill also. I mean, my dad had built such this name in advertising and my lolo in show business. I didn't want to get that misconception na kasi anak ka lang ng ganito, pasok ka na. I still had to earn my way.
At tuloy-tuloy na nang nagbukas ang maraming opportunities para sa kanila.
At that time, I got a call from ABS-CBN. Hanap nila funny news anchor for a God news show. When he's doing that whole transition of doing the noontime show and then sumisegue ako sa gabi ng live show ng What's Up, What's Up for almost a year.
Ako naman si Tony Gonzaga and you're watching What's Up, What's Up? Dahil lahat sila mapuputi ang tuhay.
At mula nun, wala nang makakapigil pa sa pagsikat ng pangalan Tony Gonzaga.
Tapos ang first album ako, kasi nga sinabi ko, alam niyo, kumakanta din po ako. Kasi yun naman talaga yung passion ko eh. So I was given the opportunity to record my first album. And then, one of the biggest highlights of my career was when I hosted Pinoy Big Brother.
Isang malaking career break din ang dumating kay Paul noong 2006 sa mismong concert ko, Gary V at 23.
Gary Vee at 23 is one of those life-changing points in my life. You know, one of my first big breaks as a young director was that concert. And I was co-directing that with Gary.
Eto na, malapit na. This Amboy who was driven by his ambition was about to meet our girl from Taytay. Mukhang perfect na ang timing. Kaya parang sa isang pelikula, kailangan nang makita ng dalawa. At ang perfect venue, syempre, sa mismong concert ko.
Ang guwapo niya din!
Oh, you like me now, diba? So he called me, I was like, of course she'll say no, diba?